What up, what up, what up? Bankroll Tim, bet it up. So, with cars like this, any of these cars, the builds, gotta have the correct parts. And with having the correct parts, you also gotta have the knowledge to install them correctly. So, as we see here, we have the front spring, front shock, Viking. Got the bearing plates right there to go between there so it turns up easier. Got the back spring, the back shock, all the hardware. Got the installment hardware for the coilovers, for the cross brace. Got the cross brace right there. Got the anti-roll right there. Got the lower control arms, upper control arms. Install kit for the anti-roll bar right there. The install pieces for the control arms. So, with that being said, having all the correct parts and having the correct knowledge to install everything correctly. Spring rates come into play. So you guys out there buying the QA1, level 1, level 2, level 3 kits, this and that, you guys are in and out with stuff that you don't need. You're in and out with the wrong spring rates. You need a custom application. That's what I do. So if you want me to do your car, you contact me and I will give you the list for the parts you get for your car. And I don't do that bolt-in rear coilover stuff. Bolt-ins, no. Welding is where it's at with the cross brace on top. And for a G-body, when you're doing the anti-rolls, plenty of room for G-bodies to have the anti-roll mounted on top the correct way. When you're seeing a bolt-on anti-roll that goes underneath the rear end, I can't do those. I did one on Juan's car, Juan's twin turbo dunk, Mr. 75 Caprice. His, because it had to, there was no other way. That car is so low in the back with the 9-inch, there's absolutely no room above it for an above mount anti-roll as that is right there. So there's no reason a G-body should be going around with under axle mount anti-roll. When the links go up to the frame, they go up to the weakest part of the frame of the car, and it flexes the shit out of that area. Even with the bracket that it comes with being bolted on that area of the frame, that frame is just a weak ass area, it will crack. So anyways, just saying. So, correct parts, correct everything. To correct everything. Got the stock spindles right here. He brought me everything that they took off. Stock control arm, something like that. None of this is gonna be used except for the spindles. Obviously this car has a lifted spindle on it. As you can see how high it's sitting. So those spindles will be coming off. These spindles will be going on. These spindles have to be cut for the brackets for the QA1, which, oh look, they started to cut this one. I just noticed that. They cut the top. And I wonder, oh yeah, they cut the top of that one too. So they started to cut them. I think they realized they couldn't get the car as high as they wanted. But car needs, you know, frame notch in the front for full turn. Inner wheel well needs to be trimmed. There's just no way around that stuff. All you guys talking about, oh, this and that, you gotta cut it. You know, somebody could start making patch panels that would go in there after the notch is done, but the notches have to be done right. And I'm the man with the notch, I'll tell you that. Front notches, nobody can touch me. Rear notches, nobody can touch me. Those plastic pieces in front of the wheel right there, they gotta come off. And there's a little strip where the 3 bolts hold that in. That's behind there where the clips go for those bolts. Those 3 bolts right across there, boom, boom, boom. Then you gotta trim that a little bit, so that way when the wheel turns. But I degree the spindles and all that. But all right, y'all, I just wanted to talk about the parts, having the right parts and all that, and showing you this car, because in a couple weeks, you'll see this thing sitting down. And I'll get some pictures of it. So I'll have the pictures of before and after. And I've done it so many times. But anyways, as you can see, yes, Jello Joe, say hi. Yes, Thomas the Train or something. Okay, the front of this side, you can see that the top of that wheel is out. That's because of them control arms. And you look at the top of this wheel is in. It's probably in just a little bit more. But anyways, all that will be corrected. But all right, I just wanted to talk about parts. Viking, Trick Chassis, QA1, all the real shit. All right, y'all, Bankroll Tim, bet it up. Quick Sunday, the 9th, January 2022 video. All right, y'all, I'm out.